So Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and people always obsess about couples and giving to each other, but what if you're single? Or what if you just want to treat yourself?
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Exactly. So that's why this episode is entitled Happy Valentine's Day to Me. So I'm Anthony.
I'm Jenna.
And during the next 20 minutes or so, we're really going to try and find some pieces that really inspire you to treat yourself, because that's what it's all about sometimes. You know, we forget, it's all too often that we're giving to other people and sharing our love, but you've got to love yourself. That's an important thing.
And I love treating myself.
Well, I know. Well, that's very true. I'm sure you do as well. So hopefully during the next 20 minutes, we will find a piece perfect for you. If we don't, my advice would be to head to our website, effyjewelry.com. That's where you're going to go to order any of the pieces as well that we feature during the show. You'll see web IDs, which is a number at the bottom of the screen. That will take you to the specific product that we're talking about on the website.
Yes, and I think that this selection that we have is really fun, different, decadent designs.
I like decadent.
Yeah, should we jump in?
Let's do it.
Okay, so the first piece I think is actually amazing is really 2 pieces of jewelry. It's sold as a set.
Okay.
So look at these. They're from our Pave Rose collection, which at effyjewelry.com you can shop by collection, by stone. You can kind of cater your shopping experience however you want to shop.
Right.
But these 2 rings are actually sold as a set. Now, the big trend right now in the jewelry world is to stack rings. So as you can see, these 2 can be worn together, separate, or you can kind of alternate them with different Effy designs.
Yeah, if you've got another ring maybe that's got a central stone standing proud, you could maybe put one either side just to kind of broaden the spread of the ring, as it were. There are so many different options that you can do with this, but rose gold and diamonds is a classic combination.
And you know, if you go to effyjewelry.com, you can see a lot of different stackable rings that we have. We have some with espresso diamonds. These have white diamonds. We have them with black diamonds. I mean, there's tons of variety. And the nice thing is once you start your stackable ring collection, it's something that you can always build, always swap out, and always achieve a different look throughout the year.
Exactly. So if you'd like to place an order for this, it's a very simple process. What you do is you go to effyjewelry.com, you go to the search bar, you type in the web ID, like that, and then that will take you to the page for this particular product. It will give you all the specifications if you want to know carat weights, etc. That's fine, that will all be there for you. Then you simply add it to your basket. When you go to check out, there's a special surprise.
Yes, still going is our Valentine's Day discount, and that discount applies to every piece of jewelry that's featured at effyjewelry.com.
Yes.
So you have a huge selection to save a lot of money, and you'll only see that extra discount at the checkout window.
Don't think it's going to last forever. It's a Valentine's Day discount, so obviously time is limited on that. If you do want to take advantage, make sure you do it sooner rather than later. All right, let's move on to our next piece. What have we got then?
It's going to be another ring with rose gold and white diamonds, and something that really blows me away. You know, our designers, we've been designing jewelry for 40 years. And, you know, our expertise and the caliber that we're able to create in terms of quality and, you know, different types of designs is truly remarkable. Because this ring right here is a perfect example. We're still using rose gold, we're still using white diamonds, but look how different this piece is.
I really like them. It's almost movement on this. You can almost feel these rings interweaving with each other.
Yeah, it's almost like it shoots over and kind of tangles amongst itself.
Yeah.
And what's really great about this particular ring, I think you could wear it as a right-hand ring if you wanted to, but it could be an easy everyday ring. But what's really amazing is the level of dimension and attention to detail that they were able to achieve. And one thing that's really cool and always my favorite is the way that they set the diamonds, because as you can see, each one of these bands has like a rounded, you know, it's a round, almost like a, I don't know, just like a simple round band, but the way they set the diamonds are on an angle, which allow sparkle to be captured from both sides.
Exactly. I love the contrast between the sparkle with the diamonds there and also that highly polished finish on those other gold bands. It's just, it works really well. Whenever you have contrast in a piece, I always think it's really effective.
Yeah, and it just adds, it makes it interesting to look at. And that's a big thing about shopping for jewelry is, you know, there is a significant difference between jewelry and designer jewelry. And you can see with the attention to detail, the depth, you know, the dimension that's given, and it kind of still has an airy feel, even though it's actually a pretty substantial ring.
Exactly. So once again, if you like the look of this, you fancy treating yourself, happy Valentine's Day to me, to you in this case, not me, then all you have to do is simply head to effyjewelry.com. Obviously, you're either watching on Facebook or Instagram. You'll also find interactive, I guess, tiles, you can call them, where you can click on it and it's a link which will take you directly to that product. You can kind of swipe through all the different products that we're going to be featuring during this show. Okay, next up.
Now this piece actually
signature.
comes from our signature collection, and I love our signature bangles just because there's so much attention to detail and they're so different. They really do capture the essence of what Effy is, and that is that daring, bold, determined mentality of pushing the limits of jewelry design. So you have the two panthers that are biting the ring. You have those beautiful white diamonds that are set almost like a blanket of sparkle. And then those eyes are just piercing with green of the emeralds.
It looks fabulous. And the signature collection is something that's very dear to Mr. Effy's heart. Mr. Effy Hamatian is the man who founded the company over 40 years ago. To this day, he's still actively involved on a day-to-day basis, along with his two sons, Bobby and Benny Hamatian. They run the company, and they're based in the heart of New York City's Diamond District in Midtown. So that's another good reason to buy, because you're buying from an American company. If there was an issue, and there tends not to be, but if there is, you've got that peace of mind that you've got American-based customer service as well. So I know for a fact that the customer service team are dedicated.
Yes.
Absolutely dedicated to making sure that the customers are happy. So you can put your faith in Effy if you've never bought from us before. And we do have that lifetime guarantee.
Exactly, that's what I was going to say. You know, with our lifetime guarantee, you're covered for the lifetime of the piece. So even if you pass it down, as a gift through generations, like the piece is still going to be falling under that guarantee. So you can wear it with absolute confidence as much as you like. Because after all, we want our jewelry to be worn.
We do.
We do. We don't want it sitting in a jewelry box.
Let's move on then. Next up, what have we got?
So we're going to switch collections. We're going to stick with rose gold, but this right here is a key featured piece from our Confetti Collection.
That's pretty, isn't it?
Isn't it?
I've seen a few variants of this design in different metals, different stones. I just think it's so appealing. Just, you can see how you got, once again, these interwoven rings. We had it in the ring before.
Yeah.
All these rings interweave with each other, and you've got the different textures as well. You've got the highly polished finish, you've got the black diamonds, you've got the white diamonds, you've got the espresso diamonds there as well. Mm-hmm. So it is something that encompasses so many different textures and shades. I just find it really appealing.
Well, and I think, this is a very significant, substantial necklace. I mean, this is a big piece of jewelry, but because of the airiness of the interwoven hoops, I think it just keeps it a little bit more flirty and delicate. It still has like a light, airy feel to it, which is very important when you're looking at big pieces of jewelry like this.
Yeah, it's a substantial set. I mean, you can see by my finger size there how big this piece actually is. So I'd say it's maybe 1.5 inches, something like that?
Yeah, about 1.5 inches. But again, it doesn't seem bulky to me.
No, not at all. It's very light.
Yeah, and what I really love is how you have those rhodium dip prongs around the espresso diamonds and the black diamonds. It adds a layer of intensity. Just gives you kind of more of a dramatic presence for those gemstones.
We like a bit of drama,
and look at
don't
those
we?
black diamonds. I mean, they just glitter and sparkle. I mean, it's pretty incredible.
It really is. So once again, if you're tempted with this, try us out. If you've never bought from Effy before, we'd love you to become part of the family. And it kind of really is that. We have people who have purchased hundreds of items from Effy Jewelry.
They do. They truly
and they
collect.
really are a part of the family. It's like one big extended family.
They send us pictures when they get their new pieces.
It's
so fun.
It's nice to be a part of a community, I guess.
Okay, should we move on?
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're going to stay with the same collection. This was from the Confetti Collection.
Okay.
There is a ring that coordinates with it. Same combination. You got the rose gold, you got the black diamonds, you have the espresso diamonds, but it still has that band look that I know that you like, where the diamonds kind of weave in and out of the gold.
Yeah, there's just so much to love about a ring like this.
Yeah, and this is a significant, look from the side, like it's a substantial band.
Yeah.
But it's comfortable. It's really comfortable for how big it is. And it's easy to wear because it's low profile, so you don't have to worry about it catching on anything. So it's a very practical, yet very designer flair, fun to wear type of ring.
Exactly. So we were saying at the very beginning of the show, it's quite often Valentine's Day, it's all about treating a loved one. But what if you're on your own? Treat yourself. Why
absolutely.
not? There's a lot of people like that. And to be honest, you don't even have to wait for Valentine's Day. There should never need to be a reason.
But you could totally take advantage of the Valentine's Day discount.
That's a thing.
Yes.
So that's a limited time
Save
discount.
the money.
It's not a promo code. It's automatically applied when you check out, but you don't see the final price till you check out. So a prime example of this is if you look at the tiles on social, on Facebook or whatever, and you see the price for each item there, that is not the final price. You'll only see the final price. Click on it or go to effyjewelry.com, type in the web ID, put it in your basket, you still don't see the price. When you go to check out, that's when you see the final price.
Exactly. All right, can we move on to another piece?
Sure, why not?
Sure,
Okay.
All right, same combination, but we're going to, actually this one's a little different. It doesn't have the black diamonds.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got rose gold, black rhodium, espresso diamonds, and white diamonds.
So this is a much lighter look. Even though
Yes.
you've got that black rhodium behind it, you've still got much more of a brighter look, I think.
Yeah, and I think this is a more delicate ring in my opinion because it's not, it's not really a band. It doesn't take up a lot of space on the shoulders. It has a more delicate presence. It's very airy, but I think it's done, like, what I love is how, if you look from the side, you can see that those espresso diamonds are really actually raised up and set like a dome.
Yes.
And the reason that we do that is because that's how you maximize the beauty of the ring. I mean, diamonds are designed to sparkle. They're designed to pull the light in, let the light bounce around on the inside and shoot back out of the top. However, if you set diamonds at different angles, you can capture light and sparkle from different angles, which gives you a maximum brilliance. I mean, it's just a brilliant jewelry design. And it's it is. I'm sorry. Diamonds are my thing. You know they're my thing.
I know. I'm just sitting here listening.
I could go on about diamonds forever, especially designer diamonds.
It's all good with me.
But it's just a great ring. And even, look how, I mean, it is very big. It takes up a lot of space on my finger, but it's not super tall.
No.
You know, and I know that's always a concern. You know, a lot of women, you know, we're working, we're moms, we've got a lot of things going on throughout the day. You need practical jewelry that you don't have to worry about taking on and off every time something comes up. This is a piece that you could easily wear every single day. It's very comfortable and very low to your hand.
So here's a question for you. What about ring sizes? Do we do different sizes?
Yes, we do. And you can pick your size on the website.
Perfect.
Yes, sizing, not an issue.
Excellent. So once again, if you're tempted by this, either hit one of those interactive tiles or go to effyjewelry.com and type in that web ID. And you could be enjoying this before you know it.
Okay, let's mix it up.
This is fun.
I know. Yeah. And look at all the rows. You see how many rows of diamonds? What is that, 4 rows?
With my eyesight at this distance, nope, I can't see any rows. Why don't we have a look at the close-up and we can see there? So, all right.
It's like row after row after row. 5?
I think there are 3 larger strips along the center of diamonds. And then there's a row either side of those of slightly smaller black diamonds.
Yes, because look, it's curved. Like it is, it's curved. So that's why. So it's 5.
It is 5.
It's 5.
You're right.
How incredible is that, though? Look at them sparkle.
Do you know that's like a black sequin dress?
Yes.
That's what it reminds me of.
I used to have a killer black sequin dress.
Me too. No, I didn't really.
I did, though, and it was spectacular. I actually wore it on a New Year's Eve, I remember, on a cruise ship.
That's very New Year's style.
Yeah, it was very New Year's. But this is from our Caviar collection. It's white gold with black diamonds, black rhodium prongs, and I think that's what makes it so hard for us to tell where the diamonds end and the sparkle just keeps going.
Because it's just black, but then it's like a moonlit sky with thousands of stars glittering across it. And then on the reverse side, it's just highly polished, correct?
Yeah, just highly polished.
Okay, there you go.
But what's really awesome about this is it's curved and it's really comfortable.
Okay.
You know, sometimes with bangles, when you wear them, the edges are a little bit, it's not so finished on the inside. These are super soft to wear. And it has that extra security clasp, which is always a good idea.
So if you love those monochrome shades, which are always popular because they literally go with absolutely any outfit that you may have, then this could be a great option to go for. Remember that promo for Valentine's Day is limited time. It's automatically applied, but it won't last forever, so take advantage of that. It's substantial as well. It's a pretty big saving.
Yes, and you know what's unique about this particular sale is that the discount applies to every piece of jewelry. So even our Final Call collection and our Effy Value pieces, which are normally excluded from sale prices, this discount will apply to all of that. So you could shop for anything. And there's a huge men's collection as well.
There is.
So
if you are like me, you want to say Happy Valentine's Day to me, then you could, gentlemen. Just go to the men's section. If you go up to the top of the menu bar, I think it says collections, click on that, and you'll see all the different collections.
Tons of different collections.
The men's is one of them.
Okay, so let's do the matching ring.
Look at that.
I know, I love this piece. And it's very simple. It still has that domed shape about it. It still has the sparkle. It still has the intensity of the black diamonds. And it's really just right on par. It's the same design. It complements the bangle perfectly. With the sale, you could probably get both. But I like it because it doesn't take up too much room on my finger, and it really is comfortable.
Now, this is 3 rows of diamonds.
This is, in fact, 3 rows of diamonds.
We can actually see that, yes.
Clearly, 3 rows of diamonds. But I think it's a really beautiful piece. And it's a very timeless look. You could dress it up, you could dress it down. I mean, you could do it like jeans, leather jacket, or black dress, or black suit.
If you want to know the full specifications on the pieces, diamond carat weights, etc., you can find it on the website, on the page of the particular item. But to be honest with you, we say this a lot, I don't think that is important anymore.
No, I don't. Well, no, especially not when you're talking about designer jewelry. I mean, if you want to know it, you can know it, but it doesn't really mean much anymore, especially when the way our designers use gemstones. I mean, they use them more as like an art medium.
Yeah, I mean, for example, if that was a third of a carat of diamonds or a half a carat of diamonds, would it really make a difference whether you like it or not? No. It's just you'd buy it because you like the look of it and the finished design, the overall finish. So that's what you want to look for. But if you do want the specs, they are on the website.
Yeah,
as
and
well.
at effyjewelry.com, you'll also find, statement solitaire style pieces as well. You'll find big pieces of tanzanite, big emeralds, where the carat weight might be a little bit more relevant. For the most part, when it comes to designer jewelry, it's just about the finished look.
Exactly. All right, onwards
Okay.
and upwards.
All right, well, we have another black diamond ring. And I know a while ago we actually featured the matching pieces to this.
Did we do a bangle?
I think
Or was it earrings?
It was earrings. And a different style of ring is what it was. It was a band. But what's really unique about it is that it has this very flat look to it. So when
Right.
you're looking at the black, it's almost a more velvety, it has a flash of light to it, but it's not twinkling.
Right.
I think that's the biggest difference. And that just comes down to the way that the black diamonds are cut. Now, this is really interesting because what they've done is they've actually woven it over just a simple band of white round brilliant diamonds. But I love the way that, because those are black diamonds right in there. But
Are
look
they
at the
baguette
difference.
cut or are they... Because it looks flatter than a baguette cut to me.
No, it's a
don't know.
baguette. I think
Is
it's it's a baguette, I think, just with a really,
Large table.
I think,
Well, there you go.
I mean, if we're intrigued, imagine who else is going to be intrigued. We
Yeah.
look at jewelry all day.
We do. We do. Literally, I look around the studio and there's literally
Jewelry everywhere, and yet we're like,
and
I wonder what they did
hundreds of
with that.
pieces. Oh my
But isn't
God,
it fun,
so
though,
many.
when you open up the package of jewelry, like, well, how'd they make that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it keeps our job interesting.
It does. I mean, and that's the thing. Effy has been designing for over 40 years. And he still sits there to this day sketching away, using his little paintbrushes, colouring in for the different coloured gemstones, because he's known for working with colour especially. But even the monochrome collections that we see, just beautiful design, exquisite
and
craftsmanship.
different. And I think
Yeah.
that's one of the amazing things about Effy is you get such tremendous value for your money. I mean, normally, if you wanted to shop a collection of Effy jewelry, you'd have to go to one of our boutiques. Our boutiques are scattered all throughout the world. We're the number one name in jewelry in the cruise ship industry. So normally, if you want to go in the store and shop, you have to get on a cruise ship or go to a destination somewhere. Now, you get to shop directly with us and still see the extensive collection that we have at a incredible savings.
Aren't you lucky?
I
Well,
know.
there we go. All right, so let's move on.
Last piece.
Is it the last piece?
It is this one. I saved
Wow.
it. I know.
Now
I
this
picked
is
it
a
out
bit of a
first and I saved it for last.
showstopper.
I know. Now this
So
is
ornate.
Yeah, exactly. Ornate. Different. I think it kind of captures the talent and the ability of our design team, being able to take a combination like this and really bring it to life in an unexpected way.
Yeah, I think this has so much appeal to it once again in the fact that there's so much detail, there's so much to look at and enjoy the craftsmanship, the design, the way that it's been put together. I mean, you could simply sit and stare at it for hours before you even put it on.
It's so beautiful. And to me, I feel very elegant.
Yes.
You know,
definitely.
it's definitely a dressier piece, but it doesn't feel heavy, even though it's super substantial. I think that, they kept it kind of airy and light. The back of it's really finished beautifully, but it feels very glamour.
Well, there's never a
sophisticated.
bad time for a little bit of glamour, I think.
Happy Valentine's Day to me. What do you think?
Well, treat yourself. why
Maybe
not?
this should be it.
Hey,
'Cause
listen,
I'm like,
here's the thing. We don't have unlimited quantities of these either, especially when we have these big promotions happening where, you can get a substantial discount that's automatically applied at checkout. So my advice is if you've seen a piece during the show, don't wait until tomorrow or the day after. Because, if we only have 2 or 3 of one piece, I mean, if you think about how many people will actually see this video, I mean, it's thousands upon thousands of people who will see this.
We have thousands and thousands of people that regularly are buying Effy jewelry.
Exactly.
So we go through stuff really quickly on the website.
So my advice is get in quick and do not miss out on these savings. If we didn't find that perfect piece for you, well, don't fear. There's plenty of other pieces on the website as well. You can search however you want to, whether it's via gemstone, collection, whatever it may be. But go to effyjewelry.com and you'll be able to see just what we have to offer for you. So that is it for this particular show. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you next time.
We'll be back.
Take care. Bye-bye.